gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police. I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
And he was on the run for 12 years, even making the FBI's top 10 most wanted list. Now he's convicted of murder in the 2008 deaths of his teen daughters.
We, the jury, unanimously find the defendant Yaser Saeed guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in the indictment. It
took a jury just 4 hours to convict Yaser Saeed of capital murder in the deaths of his daughters, 17-year-old Sarah and 18-year-old Amina. Before closing arguments began this morning, Saeed was the only person to take the stand in his defense on Monday. Speaking through an interpreter, he said he was taking his girls to dinner the night they died, but thought someone was following them, so he fled.
I told them the car is yours, you do whatever you want.
So you left your girls to get slaughtered in the car?
I was not aware they would be killed.
Did you kill your daughters that night?
No, sir, I did. He says, of course they did.
Police describe the murder as honor killings because they believe he was upset his daughters were dating outside of their Muslim faith. He was automatically sentenced to life in prison without parole.
I'm here on the corner of MLK and Frederick Douglass, where a shooting just took place. And as you can see, it's a pretty rough area. So I'm basically risking my life reporting on this madness. So make sure you do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Like the video, hell, share the video. And make sure you go ahead and leave a comment down in the comments section to continue the discussion on how we can find solutions to all this son violence in the streets. I'm Jenquavius Jackson, here live, reporting from Atlanta, Georgia, BGZM News 17.
Let the record reflect that the defendant is present with his attorneys, the state is present, and the jurors are present and seated. And I'd like to ask the foreperson, has the jury arrived at a unanimous verdict?
Yes, we have.
Okay. Thank you. If the defendant will stand with his attorneys. In the state of Texas versus Yaser Abdel Saeed, we, the jury, unanimously find the defendant Yaser Saeed guilty of the offense of capital murder as charged in the indictment. Please raise your hand if that is your verdict. Thank you. The court will find that the verdict is unanimous. Does either side wish to further poll the jury at this time?
No, Your Honor.
State?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service as jurors in this case. On behalf of Dallas County, thank you so much for your participation. This was a very important duty that you carried out today. And so, since you found Mr. Saeed guilty, it now falls on the court, on me, to sentence him. So, as of right now, you are discharged. You are a regular member of the public. You can participate in the sentencing if you wish. You're free to discuss the case with each other and with anybody else. So at this point, we're going to release you. Thank you so much. Mr. Lawler, Mr. Saeed Yaser, having been found guilty of the first-degree felony offense of capital murder, is there any legal reason why sentence should not now be imposed?
No legal reason. No reason at all.
Thank you. Mr. Saeed, is the judgment and decree of this court that you be taken by the Dallas Sheriff and handed over to the Institutional Division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, where you shall serve life in prison without the possibility of parole? Thank you.
Gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car.
so it is what it is.